Howdy doody do, motherfucker. How are you? Today's video is really it's about posture. I'm sorry, I have a retainer in right now. I'm doing my nightly routine. I'm back at home. It's about posture. This is something that I've struggled with. My brother passed. I know I've spoke about it multiple times. However, one thing that my brother did do is he always stood up tall. So after he passed, that's one of the things I did. And as time went on, my posture slowly went back to just being complete crap. Now, why would you want to have a good posture? Why would you want to stand up? You know, you know what I'm saying? Open up. Why would you want to do that? The reason you want to do that is this. Well, this is the reason I started doing it. This is just the thought process that went on in my head. If somebody's going to hurt me, I'd want them to hit me in my chest or like head on, like tell the world like I'm gonna fight back regardless of what is in front of me. How does that make you feel? I know you've heard the psychology about how when you smile you start to feel happier and other things of that nature. Whenever you stand up straight, it's a bit hard when you first do it. It's a bit, that little bit of pain. That little bit of pain is it's a reminder. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a whole different vibe whenever you feel that that backbone almost. It's like a feeling of you almost having your own back. You stand up, and it's like feels like you're backed up against something, and that something is your higher self. You know what I'm saying? If I need backup, I got me. I have my own firepower. I have the confidence to walk out of this shit if you're not treating me right. It's a another thing. It's hard when you first start. However, it gets easier like everything else. We've discussed this in the subconscious video and the power of habits. Um, it ties in with other habits as well because when you're trying to learn how to stand up straight, this is an insane realization or just an insane. I'm working on using the proper words. It's an insane observation that whenever I was working on standing up straight, I didn't look at my phone as much because I'm literally like, I'm not gonna look at, like, I'm looking at it like this, or I hold my phone up like this, or you know what I'm saying? Instead of in recent videos, I think in my second video ever, I discussed how I was insecure about my side profile, and that's because I don't have like my face straight up looks structured, but on the side it doesn't. I was looking in the mirror and it was almost as if like my older brother were there and he was like, "Motherfucker, pick up your chin." Like that's one thing I never did. He never. My brother wasn't a big guy. He's about 5'5" on a great day, like on a fantastic day, 5'5". But he carried himself in a way that put fear in a lot of people regardless of how big or how fat you are. You have to how big or how small you are, how fat or how skinny you are. You have to understand that when you walk with that energy, people are going to treat you that way. We live in a world where if somebody learns jujitsu, they could be any shape or size. That don't mean they're not gonna choke you out. We live in a world where I'm walking with confidence in myself, and I'm 3'1". Okay, somebody thinks they'll be able to beat me up, but they don't know if I have a gun or not. I'm walking with the confidence of if I have a gun, so they're not gonna try it. ties back in when I used to get bullied. I used to get bullied when I was on some like, "Will you be my friend?" type shit. It's insane. I try to be nice to people and they come in, they fuck you over. I believe Jordan Peterson said, "Become a monster and then become nice." It's something along those lines of you being nice or you being. Don't come on, Joe. You being like a safe man, like you're not a danger. It'd be better to be dangerous and nice. It ties in with that quote: be a warrior that knows how to garden. It'd be better to be a warrior in a garden than it is to be a gardener in a war. Do you understand? Whenever you're walking with that confidence, people look at you and they're like, "Oh, okay, this person respects themselves. If I do something disrespectful, they're gonna disrespect me right back." And I don't know how far they're gonna go, but they seem like they have a lot of confidence in themselves. They take themselves seriously. I don't want those problems. And when you walk that way, you eventually start to feel like if you want to, you can have these problems. I told you guys that at one point or for a while, I lost track. I was just lost. So walking back, or I was walking around like this. You know what I'm saying? Chest all. And I have a pretty good back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm just, my back is weak. Like, I have a pretty big back. I think I'll upload like a photo or some shit later. But, you know what I'm saying? So as that happened, confidence started to fall a little bit. People began to treat me like shit. And then I'd have to pop up on their ass. Like, no, don't do that. Just because I look this way doesn't mean. So realistically, you'll probably be in less danger showing that strength because I didn't show that strength and people assumed that I was an easy target, and that's not the case. I'm still grieving. Do you know how bad an ass whooping from a grieving person is? Holy shit! Get your ass whooped and then they cry. You motherfucker! I missed him. You motherfucker. It should have been you. Like, no, you don't want a grieving person to kick your ass. You also have to understand it's our bodies are our temples. And I know everybody says that. And the way I understand it is if you were, if you were, if you have a, okay, take my time. You can treat every other physical object amazingly. I really don't think you will if you mistreat your body. Regardless of what belief system you are, unless you're an atheist and you think this is just it, you are more than your body. Your body is not you. So, what does that mean your body is? Your body is your first physical object. Your body is your first physical object. Before you get any car, before you get a bed, before you get anything, before you get a room, before you get anything in this world, you have your body. That's uh, honestly, that's why people who are out of shape have low self esteem in my opinion. Not all across the board, but they know they're mistreating their first physical object, and it ripples through everything else. If you take care of your first physical object, it's gonna trickle over. If you're a person that keeps your car spick and span, it's a good chance they're gonna keep their room spick and span. If you have a nice sports car and you fill up with grade A, premium gas, Why aren't you fueling your body with grade A premium gas? It's odd. I think I'll do a whole nother video on that because it's a 10-minute marker, and I know you guys have the attention span of goldfish. So I love you, Soul Tribe. Keep your back straight. Hold your chin up. Hold your chin up.